Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Green09 back here once again for another Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath video commentary. We have a game here for you today. This one is straight from the popular replays tab. I have not seen it yet. And look who we have here. We have Bravo3.ru playing as the Steel Talons against KiMOsaBE playing as GDI on Tournament Rift. We've got a couple of observers there, but they're not too important. Let's jump straight into this one because I want to get right down to it. And we are on Rift. Yes, unfortunately, it's a Rift game, but everyone loves Rift. And over here, we're going to have Bravo3, who's a really good Russian player at the moment. And he normally plays Zocom. He's actually quite well known for his Zocom, but he's drawn Steel Talons here. So this is going to be interesting. I really want to see how he plays Steel Talons compared to his Zocom. And let's see how many, he's going to draft a Rifleman Scout first, sending out there. He's probably going to go for the bottom spike because he built two squads, one out of the barracks. Yeah, he's going to go for double engineer. We have over here, we have KiMOsaBE, who is not talking to me at the moment. Oh no. I think he's a little upset from his last epic loss streak there, but hopefully he will come around. We have, here's the double engineer coming down here. It looks like Bravo should be able to secure this structure here, and he'll probably dig a foxhole about here to prevent KiMOsaBE from doing that. KiMOsaBE didn't go for a second engineer, so he's only got one squad. Potentially, he can cut the engineer off, but I don't think Bravo's going to let that happen. He's only got one squad. He kind of needs two squads to prevent that, because Bravo has his one squad, and he's got another one here that he can send. He'll probably move it outside the foxhole now. He realizes there's nothing there. Meanwhile, Scout's heading across the center. Doesn't look like KiMOsaBE sent any down the guts, but he does have one in the top corner here. So he should be able to come down and get a scout off here. Obviously, oh, what happened there? Did Bravo3, he grabbed the structure over there, but KiMOsaBE has, no, wait a second. No, KiMOsaBE did grab that one. I got the colors mixed up then. Purple and cyan. Looks like KiMOsaBE's going to go up here, and yeah, it's going to force Bravo to move his other scout. He's going to come around here, try to secure this structure. And no, he doesn't really appear to know what he's doing. I think they're trying to fire at each other, but it's just not working out. What's happening here? KiMOsaBE running over the Tiberium. That's not good for your health, KiMOsaBE. But he's against Steel Talon Harvesters, so they don't have chain guns on them, so he's going to have to try to crush. But he's just going to go around. We have the double ref up here for Bravo. And look at that. Oh, man, Bravo actually did get the shots off over the mountain there. That's really risky. It's really iffy. And he will secure this fight. That's probably setting back a little bit because the engineer has not been doing anything for such a long time, so he was down 500 bucks. Gets it back now. His harvesters will be a little bit behind there. Puts down the second ref. KiMOsaBE's, not second ref, second power plant. KiMOsaBE didn't put down a second power plant. So he doesn't care about the power issue. Maybe he doesn't have enough money. He should have enough money. And Bravo3 is just going to dig a foxhole here. And everyone knows how much a pain it is just digging foxholes like that. And because you got to dig them out now. You can't just scare them away. And looks like KiMOsaBE has his over here. I like to put him near the power plant so you can fire at the power plant because you actually have a chance at destroying that structure. Whereas he's just taking shots at the harvester. If the refinery was closer to the war factory, it wouldn't matter at all. Everyone gives you so much crap about that. It's such a good move. It's like, that's not good. It's no free repairs there, Bravo. He has got heavy harvesters, so they are beefed up with extra armor plating. He's going to be enjoying that, especially in the late game there. Unfortunately, no weapons, so he's going to have to rely on the crush. Meanwhile, I mean, neither side's just, they're not worrying about their scouts. They're just ecoing, so just like, hey, I know KiMOsaBE's like, I know Bravo's ecoing, and Bravo's like, I know KiMOsaBE's ecoing. And they can see everything coming out of the war factory, so they're probably quite comfortable with what they're doing now. So we're going to have an eco game at the start here. And there has been a lot of debate as to whether or not going for blue Tiberium early on is actually good, and I don't reckon it is. I'm actually going to test that one day and see. I reckon the best time to go for the blue Tiberium is when you're just about to exhaust your main field, so you can pull several harvesters, get several loads, because they have to transfer down here anyway. They might as well drive here. It's only a little bit further, get blue tib, come back here. But people are sending harvesters there early like at about now. I don't think it's worth it because you got to drive so far. You got to drive all the way down here. You got to harvest it, and then you got to get all the way back. And if you do that before 5 and 2, if you just left the harvest here to harvest a green Tiberium, I might actually have been able to harvest and refine more green Tiberium in the time it takes to get just one load of blue Tiberium. Again, we'll test that. Also, some other news here while Bravo's building some peoples, or Kim has some peoples that are going to attack here. I was going to share some news, but Master Chief has been asking me if I want to do a dual commentary with him, and I don't think that's going to work, to be honest, because of the general dislike, not going to use the word hate, general dislike between us with his Traveler 59 and his lane with that, and the fact that I have to play Black Hand. He doesn't like me playing Black Hand because, well, he can't really beat my Black Hand, but he doesn't. Yeah, he likes to play GDIs because it's really easy to lane GDIs. But anyway, do you think I should do a dual commentary with Master Chief? Master Leaf 5, I don't think I should. It looks like these guys are going to engage here. It looks like they're on the wrong side. KiMOsaBE's ended up on the left. Bravo's on the right. They're just going to go in and pretty much smash each other. KiMOsaBE has more though, so he essentially should win As far as Micro goes, trying to pull back some of the damage bits, spread the damage around. Bravo 3 is splitting his fire up there, and looks like KiMOsaBE. It's really hard to micro, mate. Do you focus? Because, I mean, you don't want to overkill. You're going to split your forces up. Bravo 3's only got 2 pips left, so he lost that. He lost out really badly there. And he's actually going to come in. He should just use them for scouts, which is what he's going to do. He could even split them up just to cause problems for KiMOsaBE, who has double ref down here, and he's going double War Factory Predator tanks. Meanwhile, Bravo has an airfield, and he's already got 4 Orcas, but they're not grouped up. You want to... I hate it how many times I see people build Orcas. They build 3 and leave the 4th one behind. I'm like, don't launch them until you have all 4, because you need 4 to get the harvesters, to get the triple harvesters. And he's going to get 3 harvesters because the pit bulls are out of position, and they're actually going to go for this harvester here, which doesn't actually have any Tiberium in it. So he's nailed that one, but now the pit bulls are rushing down here, and he's pulling his harvesters back towards the pit bulls. Good move there. Double A turrets up. Orcas are going to have to get out of there. KiMOsaBE needs to get those back to work. He pulled them back a little bit too far, but really didn't want to lose one. No Orcas go down, so he did get 1 harvester. And all the Predator tanks are pulling back now, so all of a sudden KiMOsaBE is stuck a little bit in his base. He does have these pit bulls. Bravo 3 and KiMOsaBE both have vision of the blue field there with their scouts down here. Oh look, Bravo 3 actually does... Oh yeah, that's right, he got that at the start of the game. And he could actually take the other one because he does hold this structure. It would be relatively easy for him to do that. You can see he's just going to pump out some Titans here. Oh, he's actually got a Tex in it, and he's going for an upgrade. It could be railguns. Fire, that's a fast railguns. Scan goes down. There's only 3 harvesters here, but rocket infantry should be enough to scare those pit bulls away. They're actually just going to clean those guys up there. Meanwhile, the Orcas wasting ammunition on foxholes. And there are some pit bulls here from Bravo. He should be able to snipe this harvester for sure. I'm not sure where the Orcas go. Oh, they've expended all their ammunition. I think there's a lot of battle markers going on, cleaning up the scouts down there. Predator tanks making their way over there. Bravo 3 not focusing his pit bulls over there. He's forgotten about them. And KiMOsaBE has his pit bulls and his Predator tank army here. And what's he doing now? He's reverse moving back. He's kind of split, isn't he? He's very spread out. They are vulnerable to Orcas, which were recalled back. Rocket Titan, very common composition there. 4 steel talons, especially on this map here, but it doesn't really work in the late game, so he's going to want to do something about that. Has the Orcas, almost has railguns. I'd like to see, he's pumping out a little bit too much rockets for my liking. I'd like to see if he goes for mammoth tanks perhaps, because oh look at that, almost catches the MCV, but he is going to force it to deploy. Is that a second MCV? It is a second MCV from KiMOsaBE, trying to do double MCV here. Let's see how that works out for him. But he's going to have to deploy and move again. Yeah, a lot of rockets here, a little bit too many rockets for my liking. Should leave some here just to defend in case KiMOsaBE has some air. But of course he does not have any air. He actually sold off one of his war factories. And he is actually going to scare away this harvester, which has got blue Tiberium. And KiMOsaBE is seeing the railguns now, so he's like, oh, hang on. I got Orcas, I got rockets, and I got railgun Titans. That's really heavy anti-armor force. And these Predator tanks, although there's a decent amount of them, they will probably be vaporized by that force here. And there's mammoth tanks coming out now as well. That's going to be really hard. MCV over here for Bravo. That is his only MCV. And meanwhile, oh, Hammerhead's out as well. All sorts of stuff from Bravo. And he could actually just storm his way through this base here, I think. Unless double sonic emitter is ready to go. He's actually coming up and around, so KiMOsaBE is going to get sandwiched. There is a mammoth tank here, and there's a second mammoth tank over here. You'd be surprised how long these units can last, especially when they can reverse move away. And look at that, he's going to fire on this structure here, but the pit bulls are coming through, and the mammoth tank is coming through. Meanwhile, there is an attack down here, but it's double sonic emitter defense there for Bravo 3. There's 2 big battles going on now. The pit bulls coming in and engaging, and he should be able to drop the MCV. There are hammerheads in here. They don't have APM. The Orcas are coming in and destroying everything as well, but KiMOsaBE is going to lose his entire army there, I think. Meanwhile, Bravo 3 is... Oh no, his army is still relatively alive here. He's actually going to just try and move through. But all of a sudden, there should be... No, these pit bulls are getting destroyed. Those 2 mammoth tanks are basically untouched. And another mammoth tank coming out there. Any mammoth tanks down here? No, it looks like KiMOsaBE is losing some units to that structure there. The APM is now done for Bravo 3. And he's coming in here, but there's SAM turrets coming down. And we have sonic emitters. That's going to be really hard. Bravo 3 is going to need behemoths here, but I mean the mammoth tanks can tank a fair bit of sonic fire here, and that's going to be a problem because these Predator tanks, there's just not enough of them. They will be vaporized by these mammoth tanks. You can see how much damage the railguns there do to these units. He needs to stop firing on those double A turrets. 2 foxholes here just to get rid of any kind of rocket spammage from KiMOsaBE, which is happening, by the way. Double racks coming out to try to counter these 2 mammoth tanks here. These hammerheads, not sure what they're going to do. They're forcing KiMOsaBE to put down sand turrets, which I don't think he wants to put down. There are 2 pit bulls down here. That's not enough to really do much. He's going to try to pick off some of these harvesters here. But meanwhile, there's hammerheads up here. I'm not sure where the Orcas are. There are some Orcas still flying around. I'm not sure where they are. Mammoth tank there should be able to pick off that harvester. Yes, takes that harvester down. Juggernauts coming out from KiMOsaBE now. Juggernauts are coming out from him, and looks like, what does Bravo 3 have? He doesn't have any behemoths, and he's only got 1 war factory, so if he wants to rebuild an MCV, which he hasn't got, he's in trouble because KiMOsaBE's here. He's not refining, and he spent a lot of money there. But essentially, the longer the game goes on, the more secure he will become, and the more opportunity we'll have to refine down there. What's happening down there? Orcas picking off harvesters. Pit bulls got evaporated by the... You've been using the word evaporate a little bit too much. By the hammerheads there. That harvester just manages to escape, though. So Bravo 3 looking quite pretty. He could go to the blue field as well. KiMOsaBE has no ground control there. Still holds the spike down there. What's happening up here? KiMOsaBE is now pushing out the last of the scouts here, so Bravo 3 is not going to be able to see what's happening. There is a mixed match force here. Mixed match force. 2 Juggernauts though, that's nice. 3 Juggernauts now. Airfield coming up. KiMOsaBE needs some more economy down there. Marv coming out now. He could probably sell off some of these Sonic emitters, and I'm not sure where that harvest is going. It's actually going to a different refinery, not to the one that's just there. So that's unfortunate too. Here come the Hammerheads, and they could actually just kill all of the rocket squads here, but unfortunately there is an issue where they do target armor first. Luckily all his Predator tanks are almost dead, and he may actually be able to just completely overwhelm these guys because the rockets have no upgrades, they've got no combo armor, and the Hammerheads have AP ammo, so they should be able to just focus them down. There's just not enough infantry there, and he will vaporize those guys. There are 2 Orcas, and they actually score the kill on that tank there, that Predator tank. So where are the Mammoth tanks gone? The Mammoth tanks are over here. There's still 4 of them. I don't think he's lost any of them yet. He's built 4, and he still holds 4. So that's nice work from Bravo. He does have his MCV at the blue field. This is a problem for KiMOsaBE. He's not really harvesting that much here. He's only got 1 ref, so he's bringing in Tiberium, and their Firehawks are out now. Oh, that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a massive problem for Bravo 3. He's not going to be able to persist with these Orcas and Hammerheads. He's actually building his own Firehawks. He's got 2 Firehawks, 2 Orcas, and 3 Hammerheads. So he's being forced into building a lot of units here. Let's see how good his control is. Behemoths are actually moving up and around now. They're going to be firing off against Juggernauts, which, of course, Behemoths are better than Juggernauts. They have more armor, and they have a bunker. They just don't have any long-range artillery capabilities because there's no sniper teams for Steel Talons. And even if you're playing a 2v2 and you have an ally, you still cannot use sniper teams because there's no bombardability here at all. So that's unfortunate for them. I like to play with the Black Hand ally because they can actually put their rockets inside your Behemoths, and they have flame and rocket, and they've got long-range artillery. And the Mammoth tanks have actually pulled up here, but they're a little bit vulnerable. They're actually going to come through, and the Sonic emitters are here now. They're going to try to fire at these Mammoth tanks here, causing a lot of damage there. That one Mammoth tank out front will probably be sacrificed to Behemoths, though, forcing back the Juggernauts while the Mammoth tanks are out front. This is good positioning here from Bravo 3RU. All the while, he's securing the blue Tiberium. He's bringing in a lot of blue Tiberium. Firehawks are coming out, and those Hammerheads are basically dead. They're as good as dead. All the Firehawks should be able to get away. One Behemoth goes down, and I'm not sure Bravo 3 has enough to persist here. He has taken out a Juggernaut. He could probably get a second one. Marv is out here by KiMOsaBE. There's no Zone Raiders in it. It's only got double rocket here, and the Mammoth tanks are engaging. He could use Railgun Accelerator there, but well within range, and he could level the Marv if he uses it, but he's not going to use it. No, definitely not going to use it yet. It probably would have been a good idea because everything here's going to die anyway, I'd imagine, and he will kill the Marv. And looks like the Juggernauts now firing on each other, firing on the Behemoths. Well, a lot of the Behemoths going down. This Hammerhead needs to kill those engineers before they get to the Behemoths. KiMOsaBE's going to score himself some Behemoth husks. Oh, that's not good at all. He's getting Behemoths now, and he's got Juggernauts. He's going to be very powerful with those. Orcas coming in. They will level 1 of the husk, and they get a second husk as well. That's nice work. KiMOsaBE left with 2 engineers out in the cold. He could put 1 inside the Behemoth, and I think that's exactly what he's going to do. Good idea there. Keep him safe, and then just bail out. But the Orcas are going to come back, and they will level that Juggernaut, so he's going to need those guys anyway. Levels the Juggernaut. Nice work. 2 veteran Orcas there. Those engineers should be able to pick that up quite readily. All the while, though, Bravo 3 has blue Tib, still hasn't captured that on the spike, or he hasn't captured KiMOsaBE's either. KiMOsaBE hasn't even finished harvesting this down there. Looks like there was some harassment perhaps down there that I did not see. The Orcas, obviously, they've been in the middle of the maps. They haven't been raiding there. Maybe some Pipples, or maybe it was just like that from before. But all the Mammoth tanks and all the Behemoths are just about pretty much gone for Bravo 3. He obviously has a couple of Behemoths left. Yeah, saved 1. And he's got some more over here. He's got a problem, though. I think Space Uplink Command, very important in GDI mirrors. Doesn't matter what GDI factions you are. It could be GDI, Steel Talons, or Zocom. The Space Uplink Command is extremely good in these situations here. Orca Strike coming in. Oh, watch out. Oh, he nails 1 of the he nails 2 of the Firehawks on the deck. Oh, that's really bad. KiMOsaBE there does have Stratofighter, but there's Hawks over here from Bravo 3RU. They have Stratofighter. I imagine they're just waiting for these guys to launch so they can shoot them down. KiMOsaBE now obviously knows that there are he has been harvesting blue Tiberium, so that's a problem for him. Actually, that's a serious problem. KiMOsaBE trying to build up his force. He pumps out another Marv. He's got a lot of Marv Juggernaut here, and he's even scored himself a Behemoth. He's got a lot of power here, and what's he going for now? He's going for an armory, maybe to get a sniper team up to use some bombardability, because that's, I mean, oh, well, we got Firehawks facing off over here. Looks like Bravo 3 shoots down both the enemy Firehawks, and he will make his escape over here. Still has 2 Orcas. Those 2 Orcas have actually managed to survive. I'm not even sure where they are. They're over here. Despite the prominence or the Firehawk attacking by both sides here, but they both use them for anti-Firehawking, and the Marv is running forward, and there's too many Behemoths. It doesn't matter if he gets in range. Oh, beacon comes down. There could be shockwave artillery. It is, and it's complete miss there. There we go. KiMOsaBE pulling back within time. All his harvesters are getting shot up as well by the artillery. Look how many behemoths there are here. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here from Bravo 3. He's only got hammerheads. He's got 2 mammoth tanks here to help back it up as well. Blue Tiberium really paying for himself. KiMOsaBE needs to make sure he's in position. It's going to be Juggernaut versus Juggernaut and 1 behemoth, but I mean, what do you call it? Bravo 3 RU still has those orchids. Oh, this is a beacon. Is this going to be a shockwave? It's a shockwave, and it's going to score a direct hit on all these behemoths. This is massive. This could be the turn of the battle. This is why I'm saying Space Uplink Command is so important in these battles. If you can hit the enemy units here, he's just going to slaughter them now. He needs to get into position. Those Firehawks coming in. More Firehawks from KiMOsaBE, wasting all those guys. But the Orc is flying in now. Only 1 behemoth got destroyed, I think, or was it 2? No, maybe only 1 unit's going down. Firehawk still coming in here. Orc is just chilling over the top there, but oh man, Bravo 3 so lucky to get out of there. I think the Harvesters perhaps drew the fire, or the air battle kept KiMOsaBE busy just for a moment there, and his units not being used to the maximum efficiency here. These Orchids will probably be able to take down that 1 behemoth. Yes, they do score a kill, but one of the Orchids goes down. Probably could have moved them back here a little bit and taken it out, and he's actually going to go back. Does he have enough missiles? Yes, he does have enough missiles to destroy the husk, so somehow Bravo 3's held on here. He's actually got 3 mammoth tanks now. They did not engage in that situation there, and he still holds 6 behemoths here. Health isn't too bad. 2 of them are about half health. The rest are almost full. KiMOsaBE, though, he should have the equal amount. He's got 3. No, he's only got 5 Juggernauts. He does have a Marv. Marv for Steel Tower is not very good. We have some Hammerheads here. We have the Firehawk here as well. And looks like the Mammoth tanks are just going to run headlong into this Nodo. They're going to turn around, and the Juggernaut's realizing that those Mammoths could actually close within range very fast, and he doesn't want to lose those, but Bravo pulled back as well, so that's nice work there. Bravo 3, great job to keep his fields very, very dry. You can see on the map, all of his fields dry. KiMOsaBE, though, surprisingly holds. Oh, Firehawks facing off again and again. Purely, they're built just to kill each other's Firehawks. They're not actually bombing anything there. Oh, that one gets shot down as well. Oh, he tries to stratifighter behind and kill him, but he loses a Firehawk, and he doesn't get any of it for his own. KiMOsaBE does hold a spike, doesn't have the other one, though. Looks like he must have cleared that out with grenades. Yeah, and he's got another engineer, so he's got the late game in mind here. Really knows that this Tiberium's almost gone. Bravo 3 is actually taking some of this Tiberium as well, and that Juggernaut needs to get out of the way. Mammoth tanks closing over here, and they will close with these Juggernauts, and they will go down very quickly. There you go, so much power in those railgun weapons there, and he's bringing them to bear. The problem with Steel Towers is that they just can't get them in the position where they're so effective, but this is the position where they're so effective, just closing with this artillery and causing a lot of damage, and that Sonic emitter is just going to not be enough. This is very heavy armor here, and he's going to lose all these Juggernauts here, and meanwhile only one of the behemoths has gone down here for Bravo 3 RU, despite not having a base here. I mean, you can really tell the blue Tiberium's helping as well. Scan goes down so you can see where the enemy Juggernauts are, and he immediately kills one, but he loses the behemoths. It's 4 versus 2. He should win this fight there, focusing them down. Nice focus. Good work from KiMOsaBE to still kill a decent amount of these behemoths there. There is a veteran one there, but he's lost all his artillery support except for 1. Zone Troopers coming out now, and they are going to try to focus down these Mammoth tanks, which are still going to town, and they should just take out the Space Uplink Command. That's a very expensive structure, but they're going to go onto the MCV. They might be able to destroy it, but they need to do something about these husks as well. Behemoth's coming in, Shockwave Artillery comes down, and the Marv gets hit again. It's going to be disabled, and he may be able to destroy it. And is he going to be able to destroy with the construction yard? Oh, he's moving, he's focusing around. Hammerhead goes down, just about killing all those Zone Troopers. And oh, he gets the engineer in Bravo 3. That's a huge mistake there. He had so much time to put one more shot. He just needed one more shot, and Shockwave comes down. It just doesn't stop, does it? Shockwave comes down, scores a hit on all the behemoths except for 1. One of them did evade the Shockwave, and that might be all he needs. And the Mammoth tank is still over here, still going somehow. And oh man, Bravo 3 had about 4 or 5 seconds, probably longer than that, 6 or 7 seconds to put one more shot into the MCV to destroy it. And he wasn't able to, unfortunately, just microing something else. And KiMOsaBE doesn't have a deck for these Firehawks, so they're going to burn up. KiMOsaBE does. Oh, that would have been his only Conyard as well. He must have sold the other one off. And Hammerhead's coming in. They're just causing a lot of problems for KiMOsaBE because he's trying to capture these husks, but he just can't. Orc is still going. That lone Orc is still going. Zone Trooper's getting torn up by Hammerheads. That's not good to see. What's that up there? That's all one of Bravo's Firehawks. And he's going to clean up the husk here, realizing that he's going to have to retreat from this area. He is retreating with 2 very badly damaged behemoths. One of them is a veteran. That's going to be quite an asset for him. But KiMOsaBE, meanwhile, what's he going to... He just doesn't appear to have any mining operations at all here, and he's just got... he's trying to build some engineers, still got the armory. He's actually going for infantry upgrades. I think it essentially could be a good idea to go for the infantry upgrades. If he gets combo armor and he spams out a lot of rockets, he could just use force move to close within the enemy behemoths, which there aren't much left of. But there's Hammerheads here, and these Hammerheads, even though they're going to go down, they've still caused a lot of damage here. And it's going to take a while to focus those down. There only a few rocket squads actually survived that there. So what's KiMOsaBE going to do? He does have an engineer. He does hold 3 spikes to Bravo's just 1 spike. But Bravo, phenomenal job keeping all his bases dry. He's actually getting repairs on these. Has 2 more behemoths there. So he's got 4 behemoths versus 1 Juggernaut and some rockets here. But really, how's this going to go down? War Factory is down now. Still going for the upgrade there, KiMOsaBE. It's probably going to be comp. I can't imagine it would be any of the others. Yes, it is. He's got comp armor, and he sells the armory immediately. He doesn't want it anymore. I think just a lone sniper team could have come in handy as well, but there's 4 behemoths here. No garrisons in the behemoth, but he's got some. Yeah, still going for hammerheads. KiMOsaBE's lost his firehawks. He obviously didn't build a deck for them. Yeah, they must have burned up, and he's sacrificed so much of his base now, selling it all off. He's just trying to stay here. There's Tiberium here. If he can just refine it, he might be alright, but Bravo 3 is not going to let that happen. He's once again pushing to this base. You don't see a player do this that often. I mean, continually pushing. And KiMOsaBE has railguns? Since when did KiMOsaBE get railguns? That was about 20 years too late. He may have got it right at the start of the game, but lost all his Predator tanks before he was actually able to implement it. But yeah, that was probably not a good decision at all. Last Juggernaut goes down. Because what's he going to do with that now? Does he have a tech center? He may have started to upgrade that once he saw Bravo had railguns, but obviously forgot about it, that it was upgrading. He'd lost all of his tanks by the time it finished. That's unfortunate, because I know KiMOsaBE's a bit of a fan of the railgun units, especially for GDI. Vanilla GDIs are pretty good with railguns, and he will kill that engineer there. Pitbull's coming out, but really, oh, they get hit by a little bit of artillery there. These 4 behemoths are just a problem. Hammerhead's just escorting these behemoths. You wouldn't think that'd be a unit that'd be able to do that, but they are. They're just guarding these behemoths like they're pure gold or something, which they are right now. He can't really afford to lose them. One Orc or one Firehawk there, and the Hammerheads will come forward. There's nothing to shoot them down now, so they will just be able to vaporize these units. There is some stuff over here. Sam Turret goes down, and he will be forced to pull back, but now his Conyard is in range of these behemoths. Laser Field goes down, but really that's not going to save him. It's just going to delay it unless he's got something in mind. He's not building anything, and he's going to lose his units here to the Hammerheads, trying to focus them down. They do have compo armor, so it's going to take a lot longer. MCV getting fired at, and he is and has rifleman squads inside. He's got an elite behemoth. There's nothing garrison inside. He's got 2 rifleman squads in there to kill any infantry that come nearby, but the Hammerhead's one out over there. A lone Hammerhead remaining, and KiMOsaBE lost his MCV, and I'd imagine that would be the end of the game for KiMOsaBE now. I don't think there's any real production structures left at all. He's got a war factory, that's it, and he's got tier 2 tech as well, so I guess he can produce Shatterer tanks, which are good against Steel Talons, but not when they have behemoths. Shatter Imp, really good versus Steel Talons, but like I said, once they get to the tech stage and they have behemoths, it's a different story then. And this elite behemoth is going to be so powerful. I don't think you guys realize how powerful these artillery units are once they start ranking up. He's got an elite and another veteran one there. Hammerhead's escorting. Like I said before, did not see this coming with the crazy Hammerhead escort, and he's still trying to build Hammerheads. He could probably sell his space uplink command. He probably doesn't need that anymore. He could sell maybe a power plant as well if he wanted to. He's got 2 war factories. He can't afford to fund 2 war factories. Could even sell the tower. He might as well sell one of those off. He could get a few $1,000s worth out of selling his structures there to continue with this push here, because he must realize that KiMOsaBE is really scraping the bottom of the barrel. Building pit bulls, essentially, if there was enough of them, they could encircle and destroy them. There's a mammoth tank here now, and those pit bulls aren't going to be able to touch that. It's just going to one-shot them with just one railgun, I'd imagine. And it's got its rocket pods there now. And these guys moving forward. He's still got the Firehawk there as well, and those pit bulls may actually be able to come around and destroy it. I'm not sure where the Orca was left behind. Poor Orca, he's not required anymore, and that Firehawk will be shot down. KiMOsaBE taking advantage of the fact that he's busy. Stratified it away. Nice where he's going to have to recall that space. He should have just stratified it back to his base. He may not have had time to micro when he saw that there, so he just quickly panicked and stratified it here, but he saved it, and it's not going to matter because KiMOsaBE has no aircraft, and KiMOsaBE only has a couple of Predator tanks with railguns. He's coming in to try to flank from this direction, but really there's a mammoth tank there, and even if he somehow destroys that, these Hammerheads could probably just focus down these pit bulls. And then he's got Predator tanks on all sides. How did he get that there? He may cause at least a last ditch stand, but there's just too much heavy armor here for Bravo 3. He lost his veteran one, and he lost another one of his behemoths. There's only 2 behemoths remaining. He's trying to destroy them. The elite behemoth is just sucking up so much rocket and cannon damage though, and he's actually going to survive that battle, and KiMOsaBE, he calls it a day. Oh man, that was really good. That was really intense, action-packed, full-on replay there. Well done to Bravo 3. He played brilliantly there, and KiMOsaBE, he played extremely well as well. I'm just trying to pick that game apart and choose, like, where was it won and where was it lost. I think the railgun upgrade for KiMOsaBE, he forgot about it, lost all his tanks by the time it finished, so that was $4 grand gone. Like, that's a very expensive upgrade. It's like the most expensive in the game, essentially. And so that was unfortunate for him. I think he needed to get his airfield back up as well and keep using the air attrition, the Firehawks, to get rid of the Hammerheads, because he did that really well, but Bravo just kept building it, kept building more Hammerheads, more Firehawks to protect, and he just kept doing that, and he won the attrition. KiMOsaBE gave it up in the end. And I don't think KiMOsaBE was expecting to lose that middle field, because how many times did Bravo 3 just arrive there with a force and just cause massive damage and then retreat, and then come back and cause massive damage and then retreating. You don't usually see that happen that many times in a game like this, where the player has a center field and the other player has no Tiberium. Of course, Bravo 3, great job and great foresight to get the blue Tiberium. There's not much in the way of what I could see could be errors in that game, because I know how people in the comments love to rip apart the game for errors and stuff like that, but the limitations of their micro, yeah, Bravo 3 could have leveled the Conyard a little bit earlier, but he obviously just set his tanks to aggressive mode, rolled them in there and didn't realize. KiMOsaBE just managing to save his Conyard there, but good focusing from both players, good support powers from both players. Shockwave, you can see how devastating it is in GDI mirrors. You get all the behemoths, which what KiMOsaBE did. I think that could have been a real turning point as well. KiMOsaBE nailed almost all the behemoths, was only able to get off a single volley, and then for whatever reason his Juggernauts were distracted. They fired at different units, like the Harvesters running across out in front, and he wasn't able to close with the behemoths, which quickly turned and ran away, and the air battle obviously distracted them as well. That was going on overhead. So great air battles and great armor battles, very heavy armor battles there. 180,627 to KiMOsaBE, 168,762 to Bravo. So it's about $12,000 in favor of KiMOsaBE, but for a 23-minute game, that's not really noticeable. The $12,000 is not really significant at all. We can see the resources graph here. Bravo 3 is actually ahead up until the 10-minute mark. Well, they were even to the 5-minute mark. Then Bravo 3 was ahead until the 11-minute mark. Then it drew even. Then KiMOsaBE got out on top. But of course, Blue Tiberium helping Bravo 3 stay in that game. KiMOsaBE unfortunately was not able to effectively mine the middle field as well. I think more harvest control perhaps could have done him a little bit of good there. But nice work to get the spikes. That was a very good game. Structures, you can see Bravo 3 never had to replace a structure after the 12-minute mark, and he never sold any structures as well. He just ran off what he had. That's really crazy. You can see that about halfway through the game, he just did not sell or build anything after that, and that could have been where KiMOsaBE swallowed his $12,000. He built a lot of base defenses, whereas Bravo 3 built almost none. Like, he built a lot of sand turrets, he built a lot of sonic emitters, a lot of towers. That was a lot of KiMOsaBE's money, which Bravo was pouring into mammoth tanks and stuff like that, which we used quite effectively there as well, so that was good. Units up and down, Bravo 3 ahead up here, probably had a lot more infantry. KiMOsaBE lost a massive battle at the 10-minute mark there. I think that's where he killed Bravo's MCV. He came and killed it, but all the time while he was firing on it, he was being fired upon himself, and then realized, hey, I got the MCV, but my army's almost dead, and now I'm trying to desperately hold onto this middle field that Bravo's attacking. And the fact that he was down right then and there allowed Bravo to come back and attack that position again and again and again before KiMOsaBE got too strong. I mean, essentially KiMOsaBE did get quite strong, but the engagements there, sending the mammoth tanks around the top, that was great. And KiMOsaBE not having anything else to close there. I think KiMOsaBE could have benefited from some orcas as well. He had Firehawks, could have put down another airfield, because one of the counters to Juggernauts and Behemoth is obviously more Juggernauts and Behemoths, or Orcas. Orcas are really good, they're really cheap, and if you have air superiority, your Orcas will just smash a line of Juggernauts really quickly without your Juggernauts having to take fire from those. So there we go, they're not able to do that. But that was a really great replay. That was really good to watch. I hope you all enjoy this replay. I have given quite a detailed analysis of this here, and I'm going to continue. Bravo 3 apparently only sold 8 structures. 8 structures? Really? Is that correct? That's correct. Yes, KiMOsaBE sold 60, and he created 61 to Bravo's 23. So there you go. So many base defenses and so many additional structures for KiMOsaBE that were getting destroyed, because Bravo destroyed 15 to KiMOsaBE's just 1. So yeah, Bravo only lost 1. Wait, where were structures lost? Bravo lost 9 structures, and of course he sold 8 of them, and KiMOsaBE only destroyed 1 structure there. So there you go. Bravo was forcing KiMOsaBE to spend a lot more money, more than $12,000 on bases, on structures, base defenses and buildings. So that's why he was able to have such superior armies in those middle engagements there, even though KiMOsaBE had the defensive position there. But yeah, a lot more spent on macro than units there, and Bravo 3 was able to capitalize on that. Very good game. Cannot continue to express my praise over that game there. I have done some detailed analysis here. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this game, and I will see you all next time.